HireBasis is going to be out in a week. That's our release date sometime next week. So that's got me nervous and excited all at once. It's a very strange feeling. But I'm going to talk as though I'm doing a shareholder meeting. And in this shareholder meeting, I'm going to talk about HireBasis's short-term prospects, what our 1 month goal is, and 1 month ceiling and floor, and what is the ceiling and floor in the long term. The ceiling in the long term is it's going to be a multi-billion-dollar company. The floor is it's going to be just another failed job board. I'm prepared for that outcome. I am mentally prepared for it because I have no fear. I've put quite a bit of money into this just to start already, and I'm willing to put in quite a bit more, and I'm not going to be worried about it being a complete failure because at least I tried, and I won't regret not trying. So that's important, so it doesn't weigh on my head that I had this opportunity to try and I didn't. So losing money is one thing, but regret is a bigger thing. So you don't want to regret not trying. With that said, a grandmaster in chess thinks over 10 moves ahead. So that's why it's very important that I also have this long-term perspective of how HireBasis could be a multi-billion-dollar company. And the way it could reach that goal, that destination possibly, is if it's not just one of the best job boards on the planet, but it also has to be a leader as an employer of record. And that is not possible right now. I can't just create a company as an employer of record and make it very competitive to start, because there's already some established giants in that field. And so I only have my own capital to go up against companies with $1 billion+ valuation already. So just so in case you don't know, an employer of record is a company that owns different companies. Well, they set up incorporations in various countries all over the world. And if a company in the United States, for example, wanted to hire someone in, let's say, Japan, then the US company does not need to incorporate in Japan to actually have that worker work in the capacity of an employee anymore, because they can use an employer of record company and pay that employer of record company a monthly fee. So for example, remote.com is one of those employer of record companies. So, a company in the US could pay remote.com a monthly fee of maybe $300-400, and then they could employ someone in Japan without incorporating, because the employer of record takes care of all of the tax and legal compliance issues. So HireBasis can't be an employer of record right away, but that could be a long-term prospect. That could be a logical vertical to to supplement being a strong job board. So that's basically what I see. I see that what we need to reach that destination is a job board that has a lot of users, a lot of effective offerings that are inimitable, or at least we're the first mover. And I feel strong and good about that, actually, because we are the first mover in putting a skills-based hiring bent on a job board. So every user on the job board will be taking a skills test to be on our grid, so that employers can find you on the grid in terms of your skills ability and your expected salary. And of course, the employer can narrow things down by other factors like your degree or experience level, or even they can look at what skills you have in addition to your performance test score. So I think this is a valuable tool, and it's unique and no one else has it. And so that's why I feel strongly that we can be a very successful job board. So that's just me telling you all the moves I'm thinking ahead of time. Now, short term though, what are we looking at? We have about 40 users already who have filled out profile information and taken skills test for us. So we have 40 profiles that are going to be on the site. So we have a proof of concept in case any employer finds the site or we've attracted them to the site. I'm going to spend $4,600 for the first month on various types of advertising. So it'll be YouTube video, ad, it'll be Google ads, it's going to also internationally, globally, and also social media ads as well, Instagram, Facebook. And then I'll also hire some people to focus on content creation, things like outreach to employers, job candidates, etc. So the overall spend is going to be around $8,000 in the first month. And fortunately, I have a consistent source of income in terms of the excess revenue from my existing business. So Big Brother is basically feeding the little brother, you could say. One is a very established company, one is just fledgling infant, just starting. And what can I expect after 1 month? What's my ceiling? What's my floor? I would say after the first month, my ceiling would be, I think, 1,000 users. And in terms of jobs created, maybe I'll say 40 or 50 jobs in the first month. So we start to pick up momentum more towards the end of the month. That would be the ceiling, I would say. And if we're and right now we're not able to be an employer of record, we're going to use employer of record companies, and we're just going to affiliate with them, and just get affiliate referral fees. So even if we've only created 50 jobs, that's still quite good because we get a referral out of each of those contracts for each employee. That's the ceiling. The floor is, I would say, we only have 100 users on the site. We're struggling to get anyone willing to take the test despite all that ad spend. And maybe we create 1 or 2 jobs. So that's the floor, I would say, for the first month. Maybe even 0 jobs because we're still focusing on getting users. That's the floor. I'm mentally prepared for the floor. I am motivated and driven to reach the ceiling. And so that's basically my first shareholder meeting on video. I hope this has been useful and interesting, and that's all I got to say for now. We're going to go live, and after we go live, I'll probably do my next video at that point. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.